Welcome back, everybody, to The Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something that's pretty essential for any business that's serious about growth, and that's CRM software.
CRM, it's the heart of modern customer relationship.
Exactly. But we're not just talking about the basics here. We're going deep. Vertical versus horizontal solutions.
Yes, getting into the nuances.
Right. This is for the listeners who are ready to take their customer relationships to the next level. No need to rehash what CRM is. You're already ahead of the game. Let's jump right into the strategic choices.
Love that approach. Cut to the chase.
Okay, so first things first. We know not all CRMs are created equal.
Not even close. It's like comparing a Swiss Army knife to a specialized surgical tool.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You've got horizontal CRMs, the Swiss Army knives, versatile, good for a lot of things. And then you've got vertical CRMs, laser-focused, built for a specific industry. So which one is right? Well, that's what we're diving into today.
And it's a crucial decision. It can really make or break your efforts to build those strong customer relationships.
Absolutely. I was looking at some market data earlier, and it seems like vertical CRM is gaining some serious traction.
It is. Businesses are realizing that off-the-rack solutions don't always fit perfectly.
Right. You can't always force it.
Exactly. Just like you wouldn't want a heart surgeon operating with a Swiss Army knife.
Okay, so we're sticking with that analogy. I love it. And it makes sense when we talk about the benefits of a tailored solution.
Tailored solutions, that's the key.
We hear buzzwords all the time: streamlined processes, driving growth, reduced complexity. But what does that actually look like in the real world?
Let's get specific. Imagine you're a financial advisor. You're dealing with complex portfolios, market volatility, client risk profiles.
A lot to juggle.
A vertical CRM built for financial advisors could pull in all that client portfolio data, analyze it in real time, flag potential risks, even suggest tailored portfolio adjustments.
Wow, that's taking CRM to a whole new level. It's not
Right.
just organizing contacts, it's driving strategic advice.
Exactly. That's the power of vertical solutions.
And when we talk about driving growth, I'm thinking about industries like consumer goods. They need to track so much sales, distribution, merchandising.
Absolutely. Take a Forza, for example. It's a vertical CRM that's changing the game for consumer goods companies.
I've heard good things about a Forza.
It goes way beyond basic sales data. They can track granular details about product distribution, merchandising, promotional effectiveness. Imagine having that level of insight into your retail strategy.
You're talking about pinpointing exactly what's driving revenue.
Precisely. And that's the kind of granular control that can fuel explosive growth.
Okay, so we've got a surgeon with the right tools, a financial advisor with AI-powered insights, and a consumer goods company fine-tuning their retail strategy.
We're painting a picture here.
But what about this idea of reduced complexity? It seems counterintuitive that specialized software would simplify things.
It's about eliminating distractions. Think about it. A vertical CRM is designed with your industry in mind. It minimizes the noise and focuses on the features you actually need.
So it's like decluttering your digital workspace.
Exactly. And a study by UX Matters in 2023 found that user adoption rates for vertical CRMs can be up to 200% higher than their horizontal counterparts. Why? Because they're less cluttered and more intuitive to use.
Makes sense. People are more likely to use a tool that feels designed for them. But let's say someone's listening to this right now and they're thinking, okay, this sounds great, but how do I know if a vertical solution is right for me? Where do they even begin?
I always recommend starting with a simple question. Are my current systems truly addressing our most pressing challenges?
It's like taking a step back and assessing the situation honestly.
Exactly. Are you struggling with bottlenecks that are unique to your industry? Are you trying to force a square peg into a round hole with a generic CRM? Think about a healthcare provider. They need HIPAA compliant record management. You won't find that in most horizontal CRMs.
So it's about looking beyond the basic CRM functionalities and recognizing those operational pain points that a generic solution might miss.
Right. Once you've identified those gaps, then it's time to take stock of your existing software landscape. Do you need a CRM that integrates with specialized accounting software tailored for your industry?
It's like taking inventory before you go grocery shopping.
Exactly. What integrations are crucial? What compliance requirements do you need to meet? Answering these questions will guide you towards the right solution.
And I'm guessing long-term strategy plays a big role in this decision as well.
Absolutely. It's not just about solving today's problems, it's about anticipating tomorrow's. Can the CRM you choose adapt to your industry's evolution? Can it accommodate new regulations or emerging technologies?
So you're not just buying software, you're choosing a partner for the long haul.
Exactly. A CRM that can grow with you will save you headaches and costly migrations down the line.
That makes sense. Now, you mentioned something earlier about tailoring data models. What does that actually look like in practice?
Imagine this. The fields, pipelines, and automation triggers needed by a hospitality provider would look very different from those used by, say, a financial services firm. A vertical CRM often comes pre-configured with a specialized data model that reflects those nuances.
So it's like the system speaks your industry's language from day one.
Exactly. It understands the specific workflows and data points that are crucial for your success. Take a Forza again. They're not just tracking generic sales, they're capturing granular data on product distribution, merchandising, promotional effectiveness, all tailored to the specific needs of consumer goods companies.
Okay, that's a great example. But let's say a company is already using a horizontal CRM.
Hmm.
Are they stuck? Is there any way to bridge that gap and get some of those vertical benefits?
Not at all. Many horizontal CRMs offer a surprising amount of flexibility these days. Look for features like robust developer tools and the ability to integrate independent software modules.
So it's about adding those specialized attachments to your Swiss Army knife.
Precisely. Take Zoho, for example. Their developer tools let you build advanced workflows, connect third-party apps, even create custom applications within their horizontal framework.
So you can really customize it to fit your specific needs.
Exactly. You can have the best of both worlds.
But before we go too far down that road, I want to make sure we're not missing the big picture. A CRM is ultimately about enhancing customer relationships. How does a well-implemented CRM, whether it's horizontal or vertical, achieve that in a way that really moves the needle?
It's all about leverage. A well-implemented CRM, regardless of type, can unify your customer data, automate key tasks, and empower your team with insights to build those strong relationships.
So it's not just about the software itself. It's about how you use it to orchestrate a better customer experience.
Right on. Think about customer service, for example. Imagine a customer calls in, and with a well-integrated CRM, the agent instantly sees their entire history. Past purchases, service requests, even their social media interactions.
It's like giving your customer service team X-ray vision.
It is. They can personalize their response, offer proactive solutions, even anticipate needs before the customer voices them.
That's incredible. It goes beyond basic transactions and really builds a sense of connection.
Exactly. And that's the power of a CRM done right.
But let's be realistic for a moment. Not every business has a big IT budget or a team of tech experts. What advice would you give to a company that's just starting out on their CRM journey? What are the first steps?
First, define your goals. Don't get distracted by the bells and whistles. Ask yourself, what are we hoping to achieve with CRM? Lead generation, streamlining sales, improving customer support.
So it's about starting with the why.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Once you know your destination, you can start mapping out the route.
I like that. So once you have those goals in mind, what's next?
Do your research. Don't just jump on the bandwagon of the most popular or expensive option. Read reviews, compare features, and talk to other businesses in your industry to see what's working for them.
It's about finding the right tool for the job, not just the shiniest one.
Exactly. And once you've chosen a solution, don't skimp on training and support.
Yeah, that's crucial. You're investing in a new way of working. Your team needs to be on board and empowered to use the system effectively.
Absolutely. Training and support are key to getting buy-in and maximizing your CRM investment.
That makes a lot of sense. So we've talked about choosing the right type of CRM, implementing it effectively, getting your team up to speed. But there's another piece of the puzzle we haven't mentioned yet: data migration.
Ah, the data migration. It can be a beast, but it's crucial.
Right. You're moving all this valuable customer information into a new system. What are the key things to keep in mind to make that transition as smooth as possible?
Plan carefully. Make sure your data is clean, accurate, and properly formatted before you import it. You don't want to pollute your new CRM with bad data.
So it's about laying a solid foundation. Start with clean data, and you'll get much better results.
Precisely. And don't forget about data security. With all this sensitive customer information, it's critical to choose a CRM vendor with a strong reputation for security and compliance.
So you're not just choosing a software solution. You're choosing a partner you can trust.
Absolutely. Make sure they offer features like data encryption, multi-factor authentication, and role-based access control.
So it's about choosing a system that has those safeguards built in.
Yes, and don't forget about internal security measures as well.
Right. You've got to have strong password policies, train your employees on best practices, regularly review your security settings. It's a multi-layered approach.
You got it. Data security is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process.
It's about building a culture of security awareness within your organization.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
As we're talking about implementation and data security, I'm realizing that CRM is more than just a software project. It's a commitment to a new way of working, a new way of thinking about customer relationships.
It's a transformation.
It is. And for businesses that are ready to embrace that transformation, the potential rewards are huge.
Couldn't agree more.
So I think we've covered a lot of ground here today.
We have. We've talked about the different types of CRM, the importance of implementation, data security, and the overall mindset shift that CRM requires.
We've laid a solid foundation.
We have.
But there's still so much more to explore.
Oh, there is. We've just scratched the surface.
In our next segment, we'll dive even deeper into the world of CRM, exploring emerging trends, advanced functionalities, and some of the most innovative ways businesses are using CRM to connect with their customers and drive growth.
It's going to be exciting.
I can't wait. So for our listeners out there, stay tuned for part 2 of our CRM Deep Dive. We'll be back soon with even more insights and practical advice to help you take your customer relationships to the next level.
We'll see you then.
See you then.
And when we talk about customization, that's really where the magic happens. You can tailor your CRM to reflect your unique workflows and processes.
So it's about making the technology work for you, not the other way around.
Exactly. Let's say you're a manufacturing company and you need to track very specific product details like batch numbers or serial codes. You can customize your CRM to include fields for capturing this information.
So you're going beyond those standard fields in menus and creating a system that speaks your language.
Precisely, you're building a CRM that understands the nuances of your industry. Another great example is customizing your sales pipeline to mirror your unique sales process.
Oh yeah, that's huge. I can see how that would be so valuable.
Absolutely. Let's say your sales cycle involves multiple stages like qualification, proposal, development, negotiation. You can create a custom pipeline that visually represents those stages.
So you're not just tracking deals, you're getting a visual representation of your entire sales journey.
Exactly. And you can identify bottlenecks, optimize your strategy. It's incredibly powerful. And of course, we can't talk about customization without mentioning automation.
Automation, the key to efficiency.
It is. You can automate tasks like sending follow-up emails, scheduling meetings, generating reports, even assigning tasks to team members based on specific triggers.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Free up your team to focus on those high-value activities that really move the needle, like building relationships and closing deals.
So it's not just about saving time. It's about empowering your team to be more effective.
Precisely. And the beauty of customization is that it's an ongoing process. As your business evolves, you can continue to refine and adapt your CRM system to meet your changing needs.
It's a living, breathing system that grows alongside your business.
I like that analogy. It's a good one.
And speaking of growth, I think it's important to mention scalability when we're talking about CRM.
Scalability, absolutely crucial, especially for growing businesses. You don't want to invest in a system that can only handle your current volume of data and users.
You need a CRM that can grow with you.
Exactly. Can it accommodate new users, new markets, new business applications? These are important questions to consider.
So it's not just about meeting your current needs, it's about anticipating future demands.
Right. You're choosing a solution that can support your long-term vision.
Now, you mentioned something earlier about CRM consultants and implementation specialists. It seems like for businesses that don't have that in-house expertise, those partners can be a real asset.
Absolutely. CRM consultants can provide invaluable guidance. They can help you choose the right solution, implement it, effectively train your team.
They're like Sherpas guiding you through the CRM mountains.
I like that analogy. It's a good one.
Yeah.
They can help you navigate the complexities of data migration, customization, integration, all those tricky parts.
So they're not just tech experts, they're strategic partners who can help you get the most out of your CRM investment.
Precisely. They can help you avoid those common pitfalls and ensure your CRM project is a success.
Now, even with the best consultants in the world, it's still crucial for businesses to have a clear understanding of their own needs and goals.
Absolutely. You need to know your business inside and out and be able to articulate your requirements, your pain points, your vision for how CRM will transform your customer relationships.
So it's a collaborative process, a partnership between your internal team and your external consultants.
Exactly. You're working together towards a shared goal.
And that goal should always be centered around the customer.
Couldn't agree more. At the end of the day, CRM is all about enhancing those relationships and creating experiences that foster loyalty and advocacy.
Well said. I think we've covered a lot of ground here today. We've talked about customization, scalability, the role of consultants, and the importance of aligning CRM with your overall business goals.
It's been a great discussion.
But we're not done yet. In our next segment, we'll explore some of the most exciting trends that are shaping the future of CRM, artificial intelligence, mobile CRM, social CRM, and more.
It's a rapidly evolving landscape, and there's so much to be excited about.
I can't wait. So for our listeners out there, stay tuned for part 3 of our CRM deep dive. We'll be back soon with even more insights and inspiration to help you take your customer relationships to the next level.
We'll see you then. And it's interesting, as we talk about all these moving pieces, it really highlights how CRM is more than just technology.
It's a mindset shift.
Yeah.
It's a way of thinking.
Right. It's about putting the customer at the center, using tech to empower that customer centricity.
You know, businesses are moving away from just transactions. They're realizing it's about relationship.
And to build relationships, you need deep understanding. Their needs, what frustrates them, what they want to achieve.
It's like seeing the world through their eyes. Hard to do if you don't have the right tools.
Exactly. And CRM can give you that 360-degree view. All the interactions, their preferences, feedback they've given.
It's like a gold mine of information. You can personalize things, make offers that fit them, create experiences they actually like.
And as everyone's expecting more personalization, that ability becomes even more crucial.
Oh, absolutely. Customers get bombarded with so much stuff these days. The businesses that stand out are the ones who get them, you know.
That's where CRM shines. It lets you orchestrate those experiences that feel personal, build a real connection.
So for our listeners who are convinced and ready to jump in, where should they start? Any advice on implementing or optimizing their CRM strategy?
Always back to basics. Define your goals. Don't get lost in the features, the bells and whistles. What are you hoping to achieve? Lead gen, smoother sales, better customer support.
Have a clear vision, so to speak.
Exactly. Once that's solid, then you look at the different CRM solutions out there, choose what fits your goals and your budget.
Makes sense. Implementation's got to be huge too, right? Picking the software is one thing, but making it actually work within your company is another.
Implementation can make or break it, for sure. Involve everyone who will be using it, get your team on board, lots of training, support.
So it doesn't just sit on a shelf gathering dust.
Right. That's how you maximize what you're spending on it.
I see. So, right type of CRM, good implementation, teams trained up. What haven't we talked about yet?
Data migration, it can be a pain, but it's essential.
Yeah, you're moving all this important customer info. How do you make that transfer go smoothly?
Planning is key. Clean data is key. Before you import anything, make sure it's accurate, formatted correctly. You don't want to mess up your new CRM from the get-go.
Start strong, so to speak. Good data in, good insights out.
Precisely. And can't forget security. All this sensitive data, you got to choose a CRM vendor you trust.
Not just the software, but the company behind it.
Exactly. Encryption, strong passwords, those role-based controls.
Yeah.
It all matters.
It's built into the system from the start then.
Yep. And don't forget your own internal practices, too.
Right. Strong passwords for your team, training them on how to stay safe, checking your security settings often. Multi-layered, like you said before.
You got it. Security is never truly done. It's an ongoing thing.
You know, as we're talking, it's hitting me. CRM is more than a project, you know. It's a whole change for a business. New way of working, thinking about customers.
It's a transformation, that's for sure.
It is. And the companies that are ready to take that on, they stand to gain so much.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, feels like we've covered a ton today. Different CRM types, implementing it right, the security side of things, and that whole shift in thinking we've been talking about.
Solid foundation laid, I'd say.
For sure. But there's always more to learn, right?
Always. We've only just begun.
So for our listeners, stick with us. In our next deep dive, we'll go even deeper into CRM emerging trends, the really advanced stuff, how companies are using it in creative ways to connect with their customers and really grow.
A lot to be excited about.
I'm looking forward to it. To everyone listening, we'll be back soon with even more to help you take those customer relationships to the next level.
See you then.
See you then.